Hi everyone, and welcome to another video of the SAFI webinar series. In this video, we are going to have an overview of mesh generation. Meshing is a tool that allows you to graphically create finite element plates using a contour. The mesh contour command is used to generate a mesh contour. When a mesh contour is created, the user can specify the name of the contour, the principal direction of the plate, and the plate element parameters. When the parameters are entered and the contour is drawn, the user can press this button to generate the finite element plates inside the contour. The user can delete plates using this button, and the user can use this button to edit the coordinates of the contour in a numerical table. Without further ado, let's start our demo. To create a mesh contour, we use the command Add Mesh Contour on the Addition toolbar. Now let's create the contour. First, we will click on an intersection of two grid lines. If we have joints in the model, we can also use the joints to select the coordinates of the contour points. Let's create another point here, then here, and here, and we select the first point to close the contour. Now, after creating the contour, we can see a coordinate system attached to this mesh contour. As we can see with this coordinate system, the axis x is pointing in the direction from the first point of the mesh contour and the second point. The z-axis of the mesh contour will dictate the z direction of the finite element plates that will be generated in the mesh contour. In the mesh contour parameters dialog box, we can see the ID of the contour, and we can edit the name, and we can also change the orientation of the plates. In this section, we specify the plate parameters, and we can create a plate section. Then we can assign it by selecting it from this list. We can also specify the type of plates, such as thick, thin, or membrane. The last parameter is the plate size. The distance between the grid lines is 1 meter, so let's keep it at 1000 millimeters. The final step to generate the mesh is to click on the button Generate Mesh. Now, if you want to change the orientation of the mesh, we can select an angle here, for example, 30 degrees, and we click Generate. If we want to have a more refined mesh, we can decrease the size of the plates. It is important to keep in mind that the size of the plates has a direct influence on the number of plates in the model. For example, if I specify a plate size of 1 meter and we go to the Tables menu and we select Plates, we can see that the total number of plates is 333. Now, if I use a plate size of 500 millimeters, which is equal to half the size of this plate, let's click Generate. Now we end up with a lot more plates. So if we check the number of plates, we can see that the number is almost 1200. By reducing the size of the plates by half, it will quadruple the number of plates. To delete plates in the current mesh contour, we can click on this button. We can generate the plates again by clicking on this button. If we want to edit the coordinates of the mesh contour, we can use this button. In this table, we see the coordinates of the points that define the mesh contour. When we activate this button or deactivate it, we can display or hide the coordinate system of the mesh contour. We can select a mesh contour using the selection command, and we select the edge of the contour. To edit the mesh contour, we can double-click on it or use the key C on the keyboard to edit the mesh contour. It is possible to create mini mesh contours in the same model. For example, if I want to create a new mesh contour, I can click on the button here and I can select the new mesh contour. When a mesh contour is selected, it is displayed with this orange color and we can see the coordinate system on the screen. Let's say I want to edit the first mesh contour. I can click on the key C and I select the first mesh contour. It is also possible to edit a mesh contour using the button Edit a Mesh Contour here. When we click on this button, we can also select the mesh contour to be edited. To delete a mesh contour, we can use this command, Delete a Mesh Contour, on the Addition toolbar. We can also just select the mesh contour and use the Delete key on the keyboard. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching and catch you in another one of our webinar series videos.